It's April 3rd, 2025. Today, down in Dutch Valley Restaurant in Sugar Creek, my new husband and I went out to eat there. And inside, we were sitting in a booth, and a little bit further down was a lady on the phone talking about having $12,500 already wrapped up in this. Then it says something about Karen's will taking care of it. Huh, I don't think so. So I started how stupid these people are. It's right on Google. It's illegal for any doctor to tape you unaware, let alone no doctor ever asked me any kind of weirdo stuff. That's illegal. They're not investigators. They're doctors, medical doctors. I said I would have went off on them. Okay? Okay, we go to leave. That lady had already just walked out, standing by a car. My new husband and I walk by. Some guy comes out. As we're getting in the car, he said, "Hey, I listen to Karen. It's illegal for a doctor to tape you unaware." And she just got off the phone. Said, "I just got off the phone with them. One of their guys had already told everyone that it wasn't even one of her doctors. It was one of theirs." They need to take care of him for telling on him. Michelle's ex-boyfriend, be careful. Be careful. Get to the FBI. Get to the police. Be careful. We all know what they do to people. Be careful. And thank you for being honest. Okay? Right. So, on the way home, I'm rambling about everything. Well, my car's bugged. I know they sold it. I want to make it public. Make it public. So I go from, let's see, where they caught Melissa telling him to lie. Them stating they were lying on Thanksgiving of 18. That John defended me, that nobody could ever say anything bad about me. That it'd just be made up because of the divorce. She have her church people make up something too, but don't worry about it. No one could say anything bad about you. To Dave defended me, Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids, you never hurt anyone. You're good to everyone, no matter who it is. To Flora ratting them out October 23rd, 2019. That they were games of pretend. To the sheriffs laughing at that guy, Kurt, in 21. Called him slow if he just found out those kids were lying. That they used to scream about her lying in Louisville. Let's see, that they talked about her lying October 5th, 21. All kinds of places. Okay. That, even the FBI, where those two agents that remind you of my son Josh, had a huddle with the police right after Thanksgiving raid, why they're having those kids make that shit up. Oh, they're just trying to scare her out of the house. That's it. We interviewed her whole family. They spoke highly of her. They were the same ones. June 23rd to July 4th of 21. Walmart 62. What are these people talking about? We interviewed her whole family. She's never hurt anyone. Then girls that dated the drug dealers. Oh my goodness, the boys had a drugger to make her say that stuff. Nobody mentions those tapes again. They were the same ones March 23rd, 23. Screamed at people. We told these people to stay out of it. We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. She's never hurt anyone. No one's ever seen anything. It's just some lady thought she could make some money out of it. Oh, I went through Danny and Jen on Thanksgiving 18 of Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving 18, but Christmas Eve of 22. That they didn't know about that weird Eric of all the tapes before, or me and her. They were mighty to come up with it, mighty to do it, mighty to say for all those people trying, they fell for it. They didn't know about him. They didn't know about the body cameras. They didn't know about a shower scene in the other room. They knew I had bruises. They knew I was almost passing out and throwing up. But they did not know somebody was drugging me and telling me to say weirdo stuff and beating on me. Okay? They weren't part of it. To Joshy defending me. To the other kids defending me. So, that Mel's kids are documenting me games of pretend. Okay? We go in to Myers and Alliance. People walk in. Oh my God. From some lady out front on the phone. None of this is funny. We looked it up. They did say that they interviewed her whole family. She's never hurt anyone. Nobody's ever seen anything. And those were FBI agents. Yeah. Oh, they were getting even with her? Oh, then other ones. No one's to say a word. That guy they were using, we knew they were just using him to keep her drugged up there. You want a bad soap opera? Follow me around. And other ones are like, none of this is funny. All those people run around like they can extort money from her. The courts need to take care of them. She's an informant. No one's allowed to say a word to her. Well, let's see. In 22 in Cuyahoga Falls, it's a big extortion ring. They announced it up there. It's just a big extortion ring. Because you got to think about it. It's illegal to be in somebody's home but protected like cases with statements. It has to be police and agencies with a court order without a conflict of interest. So can Dave hire some shyster attorney named Pete? And him and his Jack the Ripper doctor friend and their drug friends kick in my door? Set up on camera, stalk me. No, they go to jail for that. Can they take my grandchildren, go on potty and sell it on the porn sites? No, they go to jail for that purpose. Can they take me naked in the shower? Be asinine to put it in another room and stupid enough to admit to it? In their stocking tapes? Oh, and their little Jack the Ripper, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, doctor friend. Keep me drugged up there? Not even my doctor break in, stab me with needles, have those idiots lace drinks, roofied confessions? No, they should have been arrested the first day. Tell me to say stuff, lie, they have sodium pentothal reports. Drug me up and tell me to say weirdo stuff I've heard. Never talked to them. Never seen them. Bunch of sicko perverts playing on women in their home, having them drugged, beaten, raped, running drug scams on them. Oh, and other people were saying, we ought to tell on them. They're telling everybody no one's allowed to tell them what's going on here. Tell on them. It's just some freaky what I've heard is some freaky attorney and his doctor friend running drug scams on people. He's not one of my doctors. He was never a doctor from before. He's nothing but a criminal. Breaking in private homes, drugging people up and telling them to say stuff, having beaten, raped, and human trafficked out of their home. Him and some psycho attorney up there. Running drug scams on people. Get it? Think about it. Tell on them. They don't want, you know how, where he tries to tell, no one's allowed to help out. I realized who he was. A couple weeks ago, down at Virginia's restaurant in Carrollton, some guy was sitting behind me and was running his mouth. Heard that FBI agent John got fired for this. Serves that idiot right telling on her. Heard he may lose everything. Serves that idiot right. Turned everything over to me. I'm in charge. He did not turn it over to him. He's lying. He has no authority but your stupidity. No authority. He is not law. He is not law enforcement. He has no authority but your stupidity. He's been playing all of you. Okay? I want you to think about this. He's playing all of you. I'm in charge now. No one's to help or no one's to care what we do or care. You want him and his drug friends to do this to you and his psycho doctor friend breaking in private homes, drugging people up and tell them to say something stupid? How would you like to wake up with an injection mark or get sick on a Diet Coke in the room, go dizzy and black, have bruises all over you, throwing up, and a severe personal infection, having some woman raped under drugs? They're vile, sick criminals. Drugged up and told to say stuff. You don't even know who did it to you. They're satanic. Tell them. No one's to care what we do to her. After she was faking she was sick when that family was grieving. It was a medication error. Medical malpractice. That was Stranger's lie to cover up his son's adultery. He thought I caught him. It was my sister. Wrong person. He made up a shitty lie. It had nothing to do with their family. Her father murdered her kid. Vehicular homicide. Speeding, probably doing about 100 or more. Blew through a stop sign into a semi. He got ripped into pieces and kid got ejected on the pavement. Dead both instantly. Her father murdered her kid. 6 months later, a minister makes up a shitty lie on me. It had nothing to do with him. Huh? They were only acting like it offended them. So they get away with murder because they have a cult following. Yeah. Tell on all of them. And Michelle's boyfriend, you better be calling the FBI. I know you're telling other law enforcement. You need to get to the sheriffs. They need to put you in protective custody to get you the hell out of here. These people are crazy. And it isn't funny, all these people run around and act like they can extort money. Melissa's kids were taped by the FBI and the police, and they all know they got caught lying. And Melissa telling them why. They have told everybody from Carrollton to Belton, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Illinois, those kids got caught saying they were lying. And their mother telling them why. They have told everybody in every town. Do you understand that? Huh? Everybody knows John defended me, that nobody could say anything bad about me, that Mel would just have him make it up because of a divorce, have her church make up something too. Dave defended me. Joshy, Danny, Jen, the twins, Josh's girls. Your scam's debunked. And the so-called doctor from before, it's not even one of mine. He works for that psycho Pete Dave hired on his own. The one that defrauded FBI agent John. I told you the guy that moved in my old apartment. He bragged to the neighbor on Sunday he was part of it. Him and his religious group. And that so-called fake doctor, the one that works for Pete, the guy they were using to keep me drugged up there and drugged up and told to say stuff like that. Never talked to him, never even seen him. Huh? Don't even know who he is. Some serial rapist preying on people in their homes. Dangerous. Talk about scary movie shit. That him and his religious group were part of defrauding the FBI. Out there lying to my neighbors that some doctor from before. Take me saying that they already confessed they told me to say it. Drugged me and told me to say it. Let's see. May 25th, 21, 6 p.m. Wendy's in Louisville. Other church people breaking in before drugging her, telling her say weirdo molester stuff. Have 2 witnesses in my phone. Talk to another witness. And, let's see, of knowing it being told in town. Told my new husband. She heard it. Everybody heard it. 12:95 little white lady was there, screamed at him for doing it. A Memorial Day weekend, 21, Louisville, Fairlawn Street. That heavyset Michelle Lauren, blonde girls. One drove down in a blue car, yelled at the goons from Ravenna. Are you crazy? You can't enter a drug confession. Well, we just found out they drugged her and told her to say it before. 21. Let's see, 8921, the apartment building for me, second close to the fence. We're out there talking about me being drugged and told to say it before. 4 of our neighbors got together, did a police report. Those kids were over there laughing in 21 that those kids even told, Mel's kids told them they were lying. People were yelling it on the streets at Canton. If those kids don't stop telling everybody they were lying. Police and FBI already taped them. They were talking about that in Myers too. Because, like January 12th, 22, Officer John stopped 2 big guys at the door of Walgreens North Main where those kids get caught stating. They made everything up. January 19th, 22, Department of Disability, drugged and told to say it. February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory at noon, drugged and told to say it. They send their hate crimes out through cell phones going off. Oh my goodness, they admitted to drugging her and telling her to say it before. On 6th Street in Canton, people were running out of their houses, yelling it to the postman. Postman's like, we all heard it. You want to make it public? An investigator from Ravenna in a black Sebring pulled up, seen her out today, found out that bastard really did drug her and tell her to say it before. Oh, February, March of 22, in a bar. One of my old clients' next door neighbors told them that Pete ordered everything drugged, photoshopped, and made up of me. She told the Canton FBI. FBI informant. Phones, cars, bugs, speakers, they can hear through it, even when I'm not in it. Have an officer document everything, every day for the FBI. To them Melissa's church making fun of the FBI. June 7th, 23, Lighthouse Tabernacle. FBI agent John fell for the stun at Taser for Okamana. that FBI agent fought for that was only a stunt. You're kidding. And then cackle and scream his name through Walmart 62. Sheriffs have their confession. Mentioned about last year. In uniform. This whole thing's a mess. We all know they made fun of Agent John for falling for this. Okay, to July 9th, 23, Trinity Gospel. They dared the FBI to fix it. The FBI wouldn't dare fix this after what one of their agents did. Let's see. What was it? March 20th, 24th, they left and they made everything up on me. How many times have they done that? Drug told to say it. Then March 1st to 3rd of 21, they put two clips together, put on a porn, it's not her, it's them. Then they start making up things that never happened, made my stomach bleed. And then I thought, well, maybe they put my head on somebody else's body. And then I thought, well, what would you be doing? It sounds like you got undressed and got in the shower and washed yourself. Walked outside of smoke, she figured out what they did. May 12th, 22 at noon, they found a tape of their shower scene in the other room. May 26th, 22 at noon, the shower scene was done on purpose to make you look weird. At the Oakland apartment on Cleveland Avenue, December 9th, 21, 4 p.m., that all the tapes before were them and not me, and it's just a bunch of men doing crimes here. Same day, white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street in Canton. Worked my case as a guard. Came out, we always knew the tapes before were them and not her, so we never said a word. August of 23, Officer Mark in Kohl's parking lot in Belden yelled out that how none of this is funny. And the lady said, did her ex-husband defend her? He said, yeah, we taped him. So did I. Did anybody ever talk to her? No. Then they had to frame her. It's documented and verified she was framed before. Was it the drug cartel? Yes, we've seen him. So Pete being an attorney and his doctor friend, what are they messed up in? The drug cartel. Got it. Was also documented and verified that another woman was using her insurance. And it's also documented and verified it was a medication error that made her sick before. So what is your problem? It's also documented and verified the agent that returned my phone call from the FBI hotline told all the church people that I called the FBI hotline before he talked to me. October, November 22, announced it in Trinity Gospel. The police documented he told on me for calling the hotline before he talked to me. He confessed on a recorded line that he told on me. Talked to all the church people, that family knew they were trying to kill me because of strangers lie. Their agent told on a victim calling for help. Laughed at me for that guy, Pete. I didn't even know who he was. In, May or June of 19, I filed for divorce. I went down to Walmart 62. This guy's walking around me. Said something about an attorney and then Dave. And then ordering people to harass me. And I thought, why is Dave having this divorce attorney harass me? Then I went into a divorce hearing and it wasn't him. I thought, well, who was that guy? I realized who he was in Virginia's restaurant when he was running his mouth. I'm like, oh my God, that's that guy they said Dave hired on his own fee. I've never talked to him. Okay? I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know who they were talking about. Get it? He's a sexual predator. Scamming people, him and his doctor friend and drug friends that are in the cartel. Running drug scams on people on his own. Lying to people they were someone's doctor from before. They're never my doctor. Drugging people up and telling them to say stuff. Doctors are not allowed to tape you unaware. No doctor of mine ever asked me weirdo stuff. My God, I would have went off on him. And said, who the hell do you think you are? You sicko? I'm reporting you, you stinking pervert. And walked out. Dear God, I don't take crap from doctors. My doctor, well, I got bit in the stomach by that dog, okay? And my intestines bled for a few days, and I had that pinched nerve and a lot of pain, and then scar tissue underneath the skin. Could hardly eat. They wanted me to keep a record of what I was eating. They were going to adjust my diet. I have swelling in my intestines from the beating from my ex-husband, so they're already damaged. And then pocketing where he beat me during the case. Okay? Where he punched me in the stomach. I don't need to eat a lot of bread because of all the damage inside my stomach, because it just comes to it. But I will not keep a diary. That's stupid. I go in and they said, did you keep your diary? I said, I will not keep a diary. That's stupid. Well, we think you might need to give up dairy. I said, I will not give up dairy. That's all there is to it. That's stupid. They even asked me, are you having unprotected sex with your boyfriend? I told them it was none of their business. Get the idea? Somebody even asked me something dirty like that, I would have went off on them. Heard that idiot neighbor of mine, how he was part of the people defrauding FBI agent John. He was there, him and his religious group from the beginning, the rapist. He may be one of my rapists, living a couple doors down. And I'll tell you what, you check his religious group, they may be some of the fake Portage County sheriffs and the fake FBI agents, along with the Florida drug cartel that work for Judge Peter. Got it? Get an idea what's going on? Him out there lying to neighbor, some doctor from before taped her saying blah, 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 blah. Our religious group, that church had asked other religious groups to harm her and other people, and to have people follow her and harass her so they won't be connected. Thank you for connecting them. My car is bugged. The speakers from it. Got it. And the investigator lady showed up the next day. How big an idiot you are. Why isn't he in jail? And that agent, when he questioned her about that doctor, she said she didn't even know who it was. And if she was going to lie to him, he turned her back over to us and said he didn't care what they did to her. That's illegal. You're not law enforcement. And they can't even let you get hurt in prison. And it's not one of my doctors. It was a guy you were using to keep me drugged up there. They lied to him. He scammed. Well, I went to that person a couple days later. Told her I said, by the way, no doctor has ever asked me any kind of weird question. I said, that's illegal. And I said, and it's illegal for them to tape you unaware. It's right on Google. She looks at me a little weird. I said, and I'll let you know. Well, do you remember years ago when they were telling people in town of the church people breaking in before drugging me and telling me say weird or molester stuff? Yeah, I remember that. I said, we're going to put it this way. The law is police and agencies can only be in your home under a threat of life with statements in a court order without a conflict of interest. She's like, I didn't think about it. I said, yeah. Other people in another building said they need to arrest that guy over there. I know. Him and his religious group, where I told you I seen some guy from 18 down in Carrollton. Officer Mark and John, you need to go to my new husband's attorney and see if anybody went in there and said something, because I seen him walk in. They're not in charge. There's no accusations against me. There's no nothing. These people are so crazy. They run around, oh, we put stuff in courts against you. You can't put stuff in courts against me without me being there. I have to be found guilty in a court of law. I have to be sued for it in a court of law. You ain't got shit. You're lying. Like they said, look at all these people running around trying to extort money out of her. Racketeering. It's 20 years. But you need to go down and see if anybody said anything. Because I'll tell you what, where they run around, what we found out about her, there's nothing to find out about me. I won traffic ticket. Some other lady was using my insurance. Found out through Michelle's ex-boyfriend on March 27th, 25 outside my clients. I stayed awake. I went through how I was sick, the endometriosis, kidney problems, all the surgeries I had, muscles locking up, to the crackpots I went to afterwards, falsely diagnosed, swelled up everywhere, gained 175 pounds, thyroid shut down, adrenal gland shut down, heart attacks, seizures. And then they even lied so bad they said I had brain tumors. When I removed my pituitary gland, went to all my family physicians, they told me how big of crackpots they were. They're known for lying, falsely diagnosing people, ripping off, making them sick, getting care packs from drug companies, and doing unnecessary procedures. You get an attorney and sue them. It's documented fraud, medical malpractice, and medication. Okay? And Termo State to pull the license. Dr. Eli agreed, put me on fentanyl patches and muscle relaxers. I was in so much pain, I would vomit, and you could watch the muscles contract underneath my skin, and blood would start running down my legs and stomach. The blood vessels would burst. I have red freckles on my legs and my stomach. That's why they put me on fentanyl. I'd literally start bleeding through my skin from the muscles contracting and me vomiting so hard, and you could just literally watch them contract. Get it? And it took me 9 months to get well. And for all the swelling to go down and everything started working. It's, like I said, it's documented medical malpractice, fraud, and medication use. And then I went through, that in the middle of me getting well. I started with Eli in October or November 2002. By April, I'm almost well. May 3rd, 2003 had nothing to do with that accident. Her father murdered her kid. I finished Get Well in July and Strange didn't make up that lie till November 2003. And how I took, after my sister on Wednesday had came up to me that she was falling again and got caught. I'm so sorry. I think they thought it was you. And then by Sunday, he took Danny and pushed him to suicide. Tried to kill himself twice the next day. And then I took my kids and went to my sister's, and Josh refused to stay. And was going to take the car and go back himself. And when I came back, and took Danny to the crisis center in the child and adolescent center, and how he told everybody Strange took him that day. Screamed at it, wouldn't let him eat. Starved him all day, screamed at him in the pulpit till he passed out, and then screamed at him till he did what he was told, and that's why he tried to kill himself. Was in counseling for 2 years and on meds. And then they nailed my mom's tires till she moved to Illinois. She was gone before Christmas. Okay. Never came back. Did a police report. And how Georgine Barbuso, one of the Stark County social workers, threatened Dave if anything else happened to me or Danny, she put him in jail herself. Okay? And then I went through where the money disappeared to save the 4 attempts on my life, moving up there, them kicking in the door, waking up the next week with bruises, throwing up, almost passing out on the neighbor. It kept happening. And I thought it was a dirty well water up there. They kept me so drugged up. I would take a drink out of a Diet Coke, the room would go dizzy and black, wake up with orange, lemon, grapefruit-sized bruises, throwing up, and so severely infected that my personal area was swollen, pushed out, and then forward. I could hardly pee. I'd scream when I peed. They were sexually abusing me under drugs up there, and I kept going to the doctor, what's wrong with me? And I kept blaming the dirty well water because I never seen or talked to anyone. Wake up with marks that looked like injection marks, hand marks into my arms around my neck. They were abusing me under drugs, drugging me up and telling me to say stuff I've heard. And then I was being beat, raped, and nobody thought of a rapist, even though I had all the signs of it. And I kept blaming the dirty well water. Okay? I was treated for bruises I couldn't explain, muscle pain, migraine headache, dizzy, almost passing out, throwing up, and a severe swollen personal infection. And being drugged, being raped by these perverts who were human trafficking me under drugs. Then to the bad people showing back up and threatening my life, calling the FBI. That agent telling on me to all the churches. And then confessing on a record line that he told on me and knew everything for. He opened my case and then opened my case and then left me up there. And then everything that happened afterwards. Outside my client's place, in the front, I usually stay in the front room, and he said, I'm glad she stayed awake, and said everything I told Michelle. I never want to speak to her again. Yes, I'm good with that. I found out when they bashed her head in that Michelle was part of it, and that they had tried to kill her that day or leave her brain damaged and mentally incompetent. I told her I never want to speak to her again. And that doctor that they used, it was never one of her doctors. That's why she didn't know who he was. He works for them. He's been telling people, even into this last weekend, some guy was outside. I thought it was a doctor from before. And they said, no, they lied. He works for them. She don't even know who he is. Well, they're threatening you now, sweetie. Get somewhere safe. And thank you for being honest. Okay? Oh, people in Myers today They told everybody to show up and call her ugly. We've seen her. She's not ugly. Thank you. Officer Marker John, that guy over there, him saying he was there in his religious group when they went in to that agent's office. He knew it was illegal for a doctor to keep you on the move. He knew it would be illegal for a doctor to ask you a criminal question too. They're there for medical. They're not criminal investigators. He told Apostolic Church of Barberton he knew I was being drugged, beaten, raped, and didn't care because a stranger lied. So he knew they were framing me. Okay? We all know he told on me before. I need you to do the right thing. Arrest that guy over there. He's probably one of my rapists. You got his confession. Lady investigators on the 31st and Gold Corral, we pulled the tapes from the car speaker that day. That idiot missed it. That idiot will better be taking care of that church. He's let them get away with horrible crimes. Yeah. They've made a public fool out of him. But Officer Marco John, I need help. And now they're threatening Michelle's ex-boyfriend. I don't want anything to happen to him because he did the right thing. These people are killers. It's just a big extortion group. You can never get money out of exploiting people. And your scam was stupid. Cyber stalking a legal modern is a federal crime. Photoshopping that shower scene, like the cops said, they always knew it was Photoshop. Of washing yourself in the shower. May of 24 in Myers, North Main. Walmart, January 5th, 25. And they knew they had drugged me and told me to say it before. Never fold the plates. But that lady today in the restaurant said that she already put $12,500 in this. Why would you do such a foolish thing? Dear God, they were calling for Melissa's arrest in Carrollton in Virginia's restaurant just last month. They went to the police, they looked it up, and they're documenting games of pretend. FBI informant. I like my money too. I need to help my kids. I earned it. My God. Get you information on Dave and the churches. Agent John didn't mention nothing about no drug lords. Didn't mention nothing about no cartels. You just asked me to get information on Dave and his freaky friends. We all know you told on me. We all know you don't have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet, and it's not in the court order. I've talked to a criminal attorney. Please, Stark County Prosecutor's Office. You don't have that kind of authority, plus you already told. That makes it stupid. But then you are playing with stupid people. I'd like my money. Had some lady when I was getting my hair done. Yeah. See, they kind of sort of where that idiot confessed on Sunday that the churches are sending out emails asking other religions and other people to harm me and stop me. Took you long enough to confess. Everybody, too, where they're telling you no one's still allowed to tell what's going on, tell on them. It's just some psychopath and his drug friends running a scam on somebody. Do you want them to do it to you? It's a big extortion group. They only have authority over your stupidity, not to tell on them. They're criminals. That's why they don't want you to tell. Everybody go online and tell on them. But that guy over there, saying that he was there when that agent said, if she's gonna lie to him, if she don't know who that doctor is, he'll just turn me over to him. I still don't know who it is. He's not my doctor. He's not a doctor from before. He's the guy that were, like they said in Myers, the one they were using to keep me drugged up there. He's drugging up people in their homes and having them beaten, raped, and framed. Got it? Where they said that doctor was giving them amnesia drugs to use on people. Remember that in 18? He's not the one that was taking people down to Florida to run experiments because he's that big a sicko. And hopefully he is not the one that is running a social experiment. If they kill somebody in front of people, that he could get people to participate in it. He's already sick enough drugging people up in their homes, breaking in private homes and drugging people up and telling them to say something stupid under drugs and having beaten raped. He's a real sicko. He ain't one of my doctors. He wasn't a doctor from before, they're lying. Him and that Peter are extortion ring. Like they said in 22 up in Concord Falls, it's a big extortion ring. Photoshopping, washing, and stocking tapes. Drug confessions. Breaking in private homes and doing that to private citizens. That agent should have arrested them all the first day. But that guy confessing, you got him. You do realize he's probably one of my rapists. And I'm telling you what, you pull his religious group, I bet they're the fake FBI agents with the Florida drug cartel. And I bet they're the fake Portage County sheriffs. Got it? Because I seen that one guy. And you need to make sure that Carl's attorney and all them, they're nobodies. And no doctor from before taped me. It was a drug scam. That's all it is. It's a fucking drug scam. No accusations, no nothing. Because like those FBI agents, March 23rd, 23, we told these people stay out of it. We interviewed our whole family a long time ago. She's never hurt anyone. Nobody's ever seen anything. It was just some lady thought she could make money out of this. Got it? Police Officer Morgan John, and then you need to find out his religious group. Look in 18 and 19, the fake FBI agents. Bet it's because that one guy has been following me since 18. And he was bragging. We're to make sure she gets no money out of this. Freak. We were there. A religious group. So they were part of my rapist? The super religious freaks over there is selling kiddie porn? Huh? Like the neighbor said, they even need to arrest that guy over there. Yeah. He was part of defrauding that agent of drugs and told to say it before? By Pete's doctor friend? I don't even know who it is. Drugging me up. It's not one of my doctors from before. I don't even know him. It's a drug scam. And he's part of it. Out of his own confession, you have it. They were ladies in Golden Corral on the 31st were complaining how they got that idiot's confession through the car speakers. FBI import. Big Brother technology. Gotcha. Now, Officer John and Mark, yeah, you need to be having a long talk with Agent John. And that idiot, he may be one of my rapists. I'm scared. Those people tortured me. Crushed my skull in. He's a killer. You do realize that. And he's a child molester selling kiddie porn. He's part of it. Him and his religious group. And you're starting to think how big of a criminal it is living 2 apartments now. Everybody's in danger in this area for that freak being here. Running around lying to people. He thought he could turn this neighborhood against me. Everybody report this. It's how you stop it from happening to you and his group doing this.